Hello, world. We are back for another episode of the classic battle that has been going on for decades. Venus versus Mars. I'm your invisible yet trusty yet vociferous host.
Where is Mo? Where is Mo?
She's doing
She'll be back next week. She'll be back next week. She'll be back next week.
Don't cut me off. Thanks. So with that being said, everybody, before you get involved into this show, I need you to like, subscribe, and share on platforms that you are using. It's simple. It's a little button right there at the bottom. You see it? And it says share. It don't cost you nothing. Nothing. So I want to thank the subscribers and I want to thank the viewers for our last shows and a couple of episodes. I go by the name of Brooke Acosta. Right there in the middle is the accountability MD by the name of Everything Green, Mr. BG. I ain't gonna put your real name out. And then we have the mother of many, Miss Queen C, the loudmouth of the crew, always wrong. Our resident narcissist.
Whatever.
She was turned up yesterday. C Murder. She was
50 years of hip hop. 50 years of hip hop. I had to go,
So where were you at yesterday?
I was at Lincoln Park.
Describe what the fuck. You act like we got people that don't know what's going on.
Okay, so every year here in Newark, they give a music festival. It lasts all weekend. Friday is gospel night. Saturday is house music night. Because, unlike how other places like to claim the birth of house music, we are the birth of house music.
Negative. Go ahead.
No.
Chicago.
Shout out to Chicago. Shout out to
dumb Chicago niggas was from Newark, so I said what I said.
They're from Newark.
And last night was the hip hop night, and because we were doing 50 years of hip hop, they had a few people out. Drift was out. Tretch was out. Roxanne Shante, Rod Digger.
Shout out to the teacher.
KRS-One. It was a few people out, but I'm going to be honest, my babies fell asleep, so I left after church.
No Do It All?
Do It All was dead. And he was the
seeing
MC
them niggas. Yo, as soon as I thought about going to that shit, I love my brother Do It All, but I didn't want to see Do It All rap again. And they can't keep using Redman. Redman had to show up.
Well, they didn't do Redman this time. They did Tretch.
Yo, I'm tired. I love you, old boy. I love Tretch too, but I'm tired of seeing them. Can we at least get Prize?
Prize going to jail, nigga.
We need some new rappers, man.
Can we get Lauren? Can Lauren come for one time?
Lauren ain't gonna come till the fucking next week. Nobody wants Lauren.
She come on Monday morning. She gonna be there on Monday.
Fucking show Sunday night. She come Tuesday afternoon. Don't nobody want Lauren.
We need more.
But it's time for a breakout artist from Jersey.
That's what I was about to say. We need another Fetty Wap.
Okay. Yeah.
Fetty was a star. I can't hear you. Fetty was a star. So tonight, I wanted to, before we get into the topics, I wanted to go into a segment that I dropped in the chat, and it's called "Why Wait? Give Me the Dick." Pause. And for so long,
super pause on that one.
Well, that's what the sister says. So we're gonna go into a clip right now. I want y'all to check it out. Right? We're going to react off it.
Things to say before we dive into our most inner thoughts. Let's get the fucking out the way. See, for me, bad dick is a deal breaker. No matter if you're smart or you're fine. So before I invest my energy into you, I need to know if it's worth my time. So we might fuck soon as we meet. Once, twice, maybe 3 in a row. Then if that chemistry is there, we can begin to get to know. Because the process leading up to the physical is something that I can't take. In the past, that I made the mistake of investing in men that can't make me shake. So I need to know if my body can fuck with you before you introduce to my spirit, because if you want to talk after you fail to make me come, I ain't even trying to hear it. See, with most women, they pussy is their only possession. They make men work before they lay, be selective of who they let touch their bodies, but then give their hearts away. My prized possession is my energy too. This vibe is where to find. So you can penetrate my body before you get into this mind. And the best things about me have nothing to do with the things that I can do with the bad. I might let you get into my drawers, but never let you get into this head. Plus, I've seen it too many times, these women that want to make men wait, thinking that playing a good girl role will somehow guarantee their fate. And then once he get what he want, he going like a thief in the night. And your asses be DMing me crying, talking about, Kara, I did everything right. As women, we make sex this huge ordeal when that's not always the case. Because sometimes it is about starting the future. But sometimes it's just about riding his face. And if you get sex out the way early on and he doesn't ghost or get distant, that means he wasn't just trying to use you for sex. He might actually be consistent. Because if you fuck him and he changes up, then you know what he was there for. But if he stays around, then it's possible that it could mean something more. But someone told me I have to be very careful with who I let in between my thighs because it's never solely physical when you factor in them soul ties. But here's the thing. Regardless of what you've been led to believe when it comes to men, they don't automatically get access to your soul. You have to invite them in. So I could fuck you till the sun comes up and let you into deep in my lady parts, but having access to this pussy don't give you access to this heart. And I'm not trying to minimize the power of that physical connection, but I'm also not about to act like giving him your heart is the same as giving him an erection, because this perception of equating love to sex is a mentality that is dated. Yes, we've tied the two together, but they're not naturally related. See, someone could love you from the best parts of their soul and never want to lay you down. And a man can want to do all kinds of nasty shit to you and not want you to stay around. So this idea that sex has to be something special is a rule that I can't fathom, because sometimes I want the love, but other times I just want to orgasm. And that doesn't make me heartless, nor do I think guys are only good for sex. I just don't put too much pressure on their part. I'm more concerned with what comes next. So here's to the grown-ups doing grown-up things. Everybody can't relate, but if you're single and you're open-minded, I'm down to fuck on the first date.
No.
Let me, Carol, we know.
That's not it.
I know. Yeah.
That's not it.
I know. Hold on. Can we mute for 1 second? Because I know you in your emotions. Hey, Brandon, that bitch dropped bars.
She dropped the bars.
The
no, the fuck
bar.
she didn't.
Yeah, hey, the bar.
See, we ain't talking to you right now. We're talking to the people out there.
No, yes, the fuck y'all are.
No. Hold on. You need to slow down, Carol. 1 second. You're emotional, and I need a mute button. Go ahead, Brandon. It's on you. It's on you, Brandon. It's on you, Brandon. I said what I said.
No, let her go.
No. I need you to talk, Brandon.
No, let her go. Let her
say what the fuck you gotta say, since he want to get it out the way so fucking bad.
Yeah, go ahead, Brandon.
She dropped some bars. I mean,
bars.
Most people would agree, and let's get right to it so that you can see we compatible. And
what the fuck is we waiting for? You wait 90 days, pussy or the dick is trash. Now you done invested so much time in this person, and it's like, ladies, I got so many female friends that tell me they done went out with niggas. He was the greatest. And then when it came time to fuck, either the dick didn't get hard or was small dick. It wasn't something they wanted. And they wasted time. See, fucking on the first date, it may sound crass. But what it does, if it's done safely, is it gets that out of the way. Now we can actually date. You know what I'm saying? Now we can actually, if I like you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we might fuck on the first date and I don't even like you no more because your personality, something. Just imagine.
But it's going to be like, you might not get to that relationship because most men might get it the first couple dates and just be like, no, I'm good. You know what I mean? Because
that's all she had to offer. Like, it's times when
some people enjoy the chase.
Mm-hmm. Right. Some niggas just want to chase some pussy. So even no matter what you do, it was doomed from the beginning because he didn't have those intentions for you from the rip. He just wanted to hit. Some women are just like that.
See, me and you, we would know like, all right, chick, if we fuck on the first date, we most likely might fuck with each other for a minute.
Right.
I'm glad that we got this out of the way. Now it might end up in a relationship. We might work out. Some men just like the control of chasing, marinating the pussy, building up anticipation, and go in.
But I say this, and I'm gonna let Carol jump in. I think that if And they say a woman's virtue is her, you know, what she holds on to the most. Like that's her pride and joy, is her virtue, right? So I can understand why they may not want to give it away, but I think that's just some old preconceived shit. Because if we having a great date and the vibe is right and the chemistry is right, why do we have to go off like, oh, no, you can't fuck on the first date. You can't suck his dick on the first date. You can't eat her ass on the first. You know what I'm saying? Like, who set those stupid ass rules into play? That's almost like the 3-day rule. I get your number. I can't call you for 3 days.
Yeah, I can't call you.
Bitch done forgot about you, nigga.
Next 5 minutes I meet you.
She done forgot about your monkey ass in 3 days. She got kids, side niggas, and a boyfriend. And a ratchet ass homegirl. She done forgot your black ass. Go ahead, Carol, because I know you're just festering inside.
Go ahead.
You niggas gave these rules. The fuck is you talking about? Oh my God, yo, y'all make me fucking sick. Y'all make me sick. The whole reason why there is a virgin whore mentality is because of the patriarchy. Patriarchy means padre. You niggas set the standards for when women give up the cooch. If she give it up too fast, she a hoe. She don't give it up fast enough, she approved. If she give it up on the first date, y'all don't want to do shit else after that because y'all done already got the pussy. You done said this shit plenty of times on the fucking FYF podcast. So let's not get on here on Monday and try to act like this shit is new. All right? You niggas set the rules and the women follow. Now, back to what she was saying. There are some people in the world that don't just fuck any and everything moving. So it's a lot of niggas out here that ain't got a lot of bodies under their belt. So of course they shit gonna be quote unquote wet. That's why you're supposed to have the conversations of what you like and what you don't like before you actually get to the fucking. You can't do all of that shit on the first date unless you actually plan on fucking that nigga that night. And a lot of niggas ain't gonna be that forward with their fucking sexual history like that until they feel comfortable with you. So it's really a case-by-case basis. But to say that fucking on getting the fuck out of the way is some adult shit is saying that everybody else is childish. And just because everybody don't do the same shit that you do don't make you so fucking progressive and all that other stupid shit.
You gonna go on a date with this nigga, right? Put it like this. I don't think no man going on a first date would refuse some ass on the first night. Unless I don't know, unless he got erectile dysfunction. Unless he got a wife at home, he can't even think about it. But no man is going to not want to fuck on the first date.
No
ladies,
man. No man.
Don't
is
say
gonna
that. Don't say that.
Only 1%. So 99% of men will say.
Don't give out percentages either.
Yeah, we're men. We can say. Go ahead, sir.
We can say this. 99%
no, y'all
of men,
can't.
no matter how holy than thou they are, if you say let's go get it in, they're gonna think and they're gonna be like, all right, fuck you.
It's two things a man ain't never gonna say. You know, this is our first date. Let's take it slow, even though you want to have sex. I don't want to. And the other thing is, you'll never hear men say, you know, me and my boys just came to the club. I'm not really looking to talk to a chick tonight.
I'm focusing on myself.
Right. If a nigga tell you that, ladies, as my mother would say, he has shit on his dick. That means he's a batiman.
Don't listen to these niggas. That's not true.
But listen to you.
Even if he say, "Oh, I'm just going through a transition right now. I'm getting my spiritual healing right now," he will still connect with you in a way. He will still get your number. He won't turn you down. He won't reject you. Women will reject you. They be like, I'm focusing on myself, not ready to get into nothing serious. I won't even take your number. So we will go along and we will to get to that point of the cookie.
That be killing me when women say, you know what, I'm focusing on me. I'm like, okay. Then I see you 8 months later. Bitch, you still broke. You could have gave me that. You ain't getting no better at 8.
On yourself don't always mean get in a bag. Some people just actually need
to
get their shit together.
And still giving the extra pussy.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
That's a nice safety net. And I respect people who do. Sometimes your exes or masturbation, that saves you a level of integrity. Because you might not want to call that person that you do that with. It may be nothing connecting you and this person, but something physical. And you tired of that. So you might go back to your ex. Completely understand. But I just wanted to bring that little point up. because I thought that was a dope little poem. I know Carol didn't like it. No,
Not at all.
no.
Not at
And
all.
I think that's so empowering for women to have that.
No, it ain't.
Yeah.
No, it ain't.
Because most of the time, men feel like they running shit before a woman and say, you know what? I'm gonna fuck you tonight. It's my choice to fuck you tonight. I think you take the power out of it for men, because men are scheming. Men are scheming.
We all want the same thing. We just take different routes to get it.
Mm. Women really think we take them out to hear their conversation. Like, God, yeah. Like,
we go along as much as we go along, but from the first date, we want a kiss, we want some affection, we trying to hit it.
It's been rare times I've heard any of my friends say, y'all went out on a date with Shorty. Your conversation was banging. I mean, the chemistry was just... Niggas don't even talk like that.
Even if you feel like she the one, we still want to hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Right away.
So, Carol, you telling the girls, don't give up their poom-poom on that first date unless they want to, but try to hold back. Don't give up that poom-poom.
That's not what I'm saying, and you know that's not what I'm saying. But that bullshit that she talking about wasn't it. If that's what you want to do, then do you. But don't say that shit is empowering and all that other shit, because it's not. It's not. You know what I'm saying? That's some absolute bullshit. But you know, y'all got it. I don't know shit. I don't know shit. I'm just a woman. Y'all men got it.
It is soul ties, though. You do.
It is a soul tie, and that's the shit that people don't realize. People really don't realize how
not if you wear a condom.
Sex is, so they make it like it ain't shit, but it's every fucking thing. Because once you fuck a nigga, all that red flag watching go out the fucking window because you done fucked that nigga. Now he got good dick and all this other stupid shit. Like
everything that person is going through get attached to you.
No, it don't, motherfucker.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. You never thought you would have anxiety till you smash your anxiety.
If we are energetic beings, if you take your appliance and you stick it into the socket, there's a transference of energy. We are no fucking different. We are no different. No different. So to say that there's not some type of tie right there is complete and utter bullshit.
I'm just saying.
And that means you have no knowledge of metaphysical
listen, once I take that condom off, I take that condom off, all that energy shit go out the window. Once I throw that condom in the toilet, bitch, I don't care about none of that energy shit. Now, when you fucking raw, there is, to me, I'm just speaking for me.
It's the same shit. The condom don't stop shit.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Once the body connects.
So you play basketball with a nigga and y'all bodying each other. Y'all share energy. You and this man share energy on the court.
Once you're into them pearly gates or the heavens.
Once the dick goes in the pussy like a socket, like a connector going, a plug going in the socket, that's what the fuck it is. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, but
that
y'all
energy is, you never had anxiety until you start messing with a chick that got anxiety. Never had depression until you start fucking with a motherfucker with depression. There you go.
I get the motherfuckers away from me quick though. I be like, I got shit to do.
How you know when you fucking on the first date?
Oh, good point. Ha ha ha.
Aha. Because you go listen, you can feel a little vibe. You can feel like if she's depressed, if her mind ain't right in a certain place, you can feel women are still.
So we should have asked her, do we get to dinner or we just grab the food, go and get straight to the point? Like,
first off, even if it's the first date, how you doing? If you get that, I'm okay. That's the first sign that everything ain't okay. When motherfuckers is happy, they like, I'm doing good. You can feel that energy. So if you come on a date.
Okay, so wait, stop. I'm about to stop you right here. So you're saying that people give off energy, but you're not saying that connecting to that energy is not a transference going? That's what you're saying?
I ain't saying we transferring shit. I might could feel that energy, but I ain't transferring shit. We ain't even exchanging body fluids. I might not even kiss you. And I think that's one of the things we grew up with that was stupid as hell. I ain't kissing. I don't kiss. It's too personal.
I don't know who grew up with that shit.
Oh yeah, we just fucking, but we ain't.
That sounds like some new shit. Yeah, I don't understand that. How you
No,
fucking
in
somebody that you never
1989,
even
a
kissed?
very popular movie came out. It was called Pretty Woman. And that's where that shit came from. When Pretty Woman dropped, it was like, nah, kissing is too personal. How the fuck you could fuck somebody but can't kiss them?
I don't know. I never understood.
Well, you know, Pretty
that
Woman,
shit.
she was a
prostitute.
She was a whore.
So she was
fucked for money.
So she was sucking.
So in her
off
case,
when
it
she
was
started.
too personal.
Yeah. And so that's what a lot of women adopted, that whore mentality. I'll give you that pussy, but we ain't doing all that kissing. Nigga, like, where your mouth been, bitch?
Where his dick been?
Right.
Listen, that I can't. That's why I can't get with that shit. I can't get with none of this shit that they talking about. Like, to be empowered is to own your sexuality, to not let anybody shame you. But to say that it is more important to get the fucking out of the way before I get to know you is stupid as fuck, because you can teach a motherfucker how to give good sex as long as they're receptive of it. And a man
so
can't
nigga
be
with a
receptive.
2-inch baby dick, right? I'm just saying he got the baby dick. I mean, just technically, baby dick nigga, right? He can be taught how to please you even though he ain't got the tools. I mean,
Listen, the vaginal canal is only 4 to 6 inches long any fucking way. Like, let's be for real. The G-spot is at the 2-inch mark. So a nigga with a 2-inch dick can definitely get the fucking job done if he know what the fuck he doing. What are you talking about?
Well, I know a lot of black women that love that big black dick. And they like, I can't. One of my homegirls, she dated a nigga, I think I told y'all last week. She met another nigga. The nigga sent her the dick picture. She was like, I'm not even going on a date with this nigga. I was like, yo, don't he check all your boxes? You know what I'm saying? Like, he got his own shit, own crib. He's a professional. He's an attorney. She's like, I don't give a fuck about that. I got my own money. What that dick hitting for, nigga? And she was like, I'm not even going on a date. His dick looked small. I was like,
it might have been a bad angle. Like, he might not know how to take proper dick pics. It's a science to sexing, okay? You a lot of people don't have that science. That shit might actually be about 2 or 3 inches bigger and longer in reality than what the fuck he took the picture of. You know what I'm saying?
No, I thought pictures kind of make your shit look bigger than it is. So
I mean, we always talk about, you know, the man size, but you know, women got different sizes too.
Oh yeah, some of them big, some pussies be a little too big, nigga. Some of them pussies look, them shits be looking like slices of pizzas from Hoboken. You know how big them pizzas is? That is intimidating. Hey, yo,
shout out to Larry Davis. We did Curb Enthusiasm. He had an episode like that. Like, the pussy was too big. The pussy was too wide.
All right, so let's get into it, man. We got some interesting topics to go through tonight. So the first topic I wanted to go through, and this is something that a lot of people go through in relationships, and that's what we do this for, to bring some type of conversation to it. Okay. The first I want to talk about is self-medicating versus therapy. Now, most people know what self-medicating is, but I like to bring a little bit of medical terms to it. So the term self-medicating refers to attempts to deal with depression, pain, physical or emotional, or intense emotions with the help of drugs, prescriptions, or otherwise, alcohol or other substances. Some of the risk factors of self-medicating, depression, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, other medical issues, childhood trauma, intense emotional experiences, physical or emotional abuse. They say, you know, even children can suffer from stress, even PTSD early in life. And so some of the signs that people are self-medicating, that they stay away from their family, their friends, social events, sudden change in hobbies and how they spend time, secrecy about how they spend their time, neglecting their physical care such as showers or eating, having difficulty at work, sudden anger, and a new and an unusual financial problems because of the alcohol and drugs. So I brought this topic up to say that so many times in relationships or even just people, we're self-medicating. A lot of people self-medicate. But what happens when you're doing therapy and your partner isn't? How does that work, Brandon? You ever been in it? You're going to get help, and this person you love is not doing any of that work.
It's very difficult because when you're on the healing path and the person just keep on self-medicating, weed, liquor, vaping, different
sex,
or just being quiet. Some people just don't talk. You know, they just think they could just figure it out, and they overthink, and they be all in their head, and that's a lot. It's discouraging when you know you try to use the proper tools that you've been taught in therapy or in religion to try to cope with some things, and they're just not on that same level. It's tough because we thinking that the grass is never green on the other side. And
the grass is green where you water it.
And the grass is green where you water it, but you have to water your side first before you think about the other side. So if you're committed to someone, you want to help them as much as you can, but if they refuse to receive that help or to do couple therapy or this, maybe you say, hey, I want you to go to therapy, and I just sit in the lobby. Sometimes you got to hold somebody's hand, and you got to be that leader or take that lead.
We can lead you to the water. Carolyn, have you ever been through a situation where you were dealing with somebody who was self-medicating as opposed to getting therapy?
Yep.
How was that?
Absolutely horrible. At the time, I was in therapy, and it was causing a lot of my sessions to not focus on me, but to focus on how to deal with that person. But it also kind of helped me in the end, because then I realized that the reason why I was going to therapy was to help deal with the fact that I was dealing with people that refused therapy. But
how frustrating is that? Let's put a bookmark right there. How frustrating is it to actually deal with people who are not doing the work? They don't even think they need to do the work.
It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating.
Extremely
because
frustrating.
You can see that they need the help. You know what I'm saying? You can want to help them, but you can't help nobody that don't want to help themselves. But as my father always says, you're either going to evolve or you die. One or the other. That's how all life forms on this planet, either through evolution and adaptation or stagnation and death. So when you're trying to do the work to grow and evolve, and you love this person and you see that the pain that they're going through, you want to help them, but you know what I'm saying? If they don't want the help, it has to become a time where it's either you or them. And you know what I'm saying? The law of the jungle is the strongest survive. You know what I'm saying? So are you going to be strong enough to detach from that person? Or are you strong enough to help them work through their shit and to the point where they could get to their own? But the wisest words that somebody ever told me was, you can't save people from their own karma. And that shit was mind blowing, and it helped me because I'm always trying to
explain
save.
that. Can you explain that?
You can't save somebody from the consequences of their own actions. You can love somebody, you can want to help somebody, but if their situation is due to their own action or inaction, you have to let them go through that. Because even though you see what's going on, when you in the middle of that shit, you don't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people don't take a step back and say, what did I do or didn't do to contribute to me being in this situation? A lot of people like to point the fingers at others because it's easier to do so. But, as I learned in Islam, when you point the finger, you got 3 coming back to you. So, you in order to grow, you have to look at how you contributed to that situation. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with calling people out on their shit, but you have to find out why you either tolerated it or, you know what I'm saying, why you didn't speak out against it. Because at the end of the day, if you only thing that happens to you is what you allow. So if you allow that person to put their shit off on you and not do what they need to do in order to get themselves help, then that's exactly what you deserve because you allowed it.
Now,
you know what I'm
not
saying?
to cut you off, I want to go back to Brandon because you stated Islam, pointing one finger, you get three back. What about when people are not going to therapy, but they're trying to use religion as a way of getting some clarity versus actually getting help? How does that work? How does that work, Brandon?
I mean, God is enough, but He also gave us this thing called therapy. So when you have God and you have therapy, that's not saying that everything will be A-okay tomorrow, but it's a start, and it's start the process. You need both. You really do need both. You really need to be praying, and then you also need to speak to somebody.
But what about when it veers 70, 90, 10 on the praying and the God, as opposed to actually the clinical help that is needed?
It should be 60-40, honestly. You should be 60% praying, dedicating yourself, fasting, being disciplined, being obedient to what God is directing you to do, surrendering and inviting him into the situation of getting help. And you also need to be speaking to somebody that's a non-family member, a non-friend, and somebody that's professional so they can get the proper healing and that you really need, the tools of healing that you need.
Yeah, because I think so many times in relationships, we talk to everybody who is not clinically trained. We talk
that part. You talk off on you.
You talk to
as knowledge.
This girl talked to this girl, and this bitch ain't never been in nothing stable in her life. She ain't never knew her daddy. How you gonna help me? I'm talking to my man. He's a whore, a womanizer. You know what I'm saying? He got mother issues, all type. Where are we getting any help? You know what I'm saying? It's like I always. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to cut you off, but some people can teach you what not the fuck to do. Okay? You could be talking to me and your shit can be so fucked up. I'll be like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
But that's a cautionary tale, but that's not the help you actually need. It's not
Sometimes it could be. Sometimes it could be. You know what I'm saying? Just like sometimes religion could be the help. But when you get to the part where everything that's bad is either the devil or somebody else's responsibility and you're not taking account of your own shit, that's where you need that mental health professional to step in to kind of like guide you towards self-actualization, because some people can be helped through others. Some people can be helped through religion, but just because some people can don't mean everybody can, because everybody's shit different and how people process stuff is different.
Yeah, I always thought that in our community we used religion too much as a crutch.
Way too much.
Because it was
way too much.
I mean, to go back to what the girl poem of having sex on the first date. As a mature man, it seemed like she been hurt so many times. She just wanted to just get the shit out the way.
That part. That's all I heard. All I heard was a bunch of pain.
I mean, the man side of me, like, yes, somebody want to fuck on the first date, but really a mature, righteous man was just like, yo, you're hurt and you're damaged. And you think that most people just want to use you for your body, so you're just trying to just, cut it off or start it before it even happened. And somebody could come into your life with good intentions, but if you make them wait a little while, they might appreciate you even more.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if all that waiting make you appreciate shit more, for the simple fact that
I know what waiting can do. Tell you if a motherfucker even deserve to be fucked on like that.
What you mean? What you said?
I said waiting can tell you if a motherfucker even deserve to be fucked on like that.
I mean, how many times?
Because no matter if your dick game is whack, if the woman's really feeling you and really feeling you, it might be the
she'll
best.
Get your dick game up.
She might.
As long as you listen and pay attention, she'll elevate that dick game.
I just think that I don't know. I done been in love with a few girls and that pussy was trash. And nothing you can do can make me stay.
Yes, it is. It's something you could do. It's called Kegels.
Listen, man.
It is something.
I'm not buying no iron meatballs to put in on.
You ain't even got to do all of that.
You
shit.
better come correct.
Just squeeze the muscle.
But it goes back to me saying that the lady need therapy, and maybe when she get therapy, if she's not already in therapy, she might have a different outlook and a different perspective.
She ain't in no therapy saying
but
shit.
Right
like
now, she just like, let's just get it out the way. And by the time we do it 3-4 times, what if he might say it's whack?
That part.
But now we done invested.
She might really like it.
That part. Like that's what I'm saying. He might hit it and be like, nah, this ain't it, and then fucking ghost you anyway.
And I'm
like, I don't. It's a gamble either way. You know what I'm saying? Whether you fuck on the first night or not, it's a gamble either way. But I know one thing. I would rather establish the mental connection first, and then get to the fucking, then to go straight to fucking.
That's intimacy right there, the mental thing.
Bruh.
That would elevate the.
But see, they don't want the intimacy. They think the intimacy is the fucking, and it's everything around the actual act.
Yeah.
It's everything around it. Cause I'm one of them people. If I'm not emotionally connected to you in any type of way, I can't. My shit is not. Yeah, no. She not getting lubricated.
See, men are a little different. Men are a little different. We don't need to have an emotional connection to get hard. We just need a physical.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's not true. Because all the blood flow out your brain to your dick, so you got to be comfortable enough for that to happen.
Not necessarily.
Speak for yourselves. Speak for yourselves. Don't.
All right, here she go. Here she go. Knowing men.
I said speak for yourself. Don't speak for all men. That's like when I speak, I don't speak for all women. I speak for myself.
I speak for all men. And Brandon, I think you've been a man long enough to know that.
I don't know. Y'all don't speak for my man.
Okay.
All I say is some men just need a half an hour, and all you gotta do is blow a kiss at them.
Exactly. You ain't gotta a nigga. Yeah, come on, man. Stop.
All you gotta do is just touch him.
Every woman wanna think they man is this magical nigga. Now get the fuck out of here. He see a fat ass, that dick getting hard. And if I was a woman, if my man if my man saw a fat ass and his dick didn't get hard, I'd be mad at this nigga. Like, yo, what is wrong with you, nigga? You don't see this? You understand what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, everybody.
That's our problems now.
That's the one thing.
You know, it's a good question I want to ask. Is it realistic to think that most women think they're the only one?
They should think they the only one. The fuck?
Even though women outnumber men?
Yes, because every man don't think with his penis.
He may not be thinking every man but what I'm saying to you is that in a world, well, first off, women don't do the best math sometimes. But
ain't no math to do. We don't outnumber y'all in the way that y'all think on a worldwide scale. Even on the fucking United States scale, we do not outnumber y'all the way y'all think y'all do.
So it's not more women than men.
No, it is not.
Okay. So
you cut us in half, right? Because some of us are in jail and gay, right? So the straight
and the same thing with women.
The straight.
Some of us are in jail and gay.
Here she go. Here she go.
No. This is the problem. This is the problem with you two. This is the problem with you two that works my nerves. Y'all like to bring in these statistics to try to make y'all look like y'all like to bring in statistics to make y'all look like victims and make y'all look like y'all got a advantage and never turn it into where it's an even playing field or nothing. Like, y'all don't, you talking about being in fucking Atlanta where it's 5-1. Okay, everybody don't fucking live in Atlanta, and not in every state do women outnumber men like that. It's not like that everywhere. It's just like that in some places.
States where women outnumber men.
Cities.
Atlanta.
Women.
New York City.
I
Outnumber.
don't know what you're talking about.
Here we go. All right. It says, where single women outnumber men in the U.S., Detroit. Look, let's show you right here. Detroit. This is where all the niggas at. Detroit, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Dallas, Houston, L.A., San Diego, the Bay, Portland. Goddamn, do I need to go? Do I need to go further? I don't need it. Newark, New Jersey is number 8.
So the question is, should women,
New York is number 4.
So the question is, should women be open to allow a man to have?
No.
I think the main girls.
Everything. Listen. If y'all want to fuck on everything moving, do not get in a fucking committed relationship. Because if that's the case, if y'all want to fuck on everything moving, you should allow your woman to fuck on other shit too. You can't get in a fucking relationship and say, I'm the only nigga that you can fuck, but if I like this bitch with this fat ass, you should let me fuck her because women outnumber men. Fuck out of here.
No. Let me tell you this. No. This would be sanctioned. Gas, what's happening? What's happening? Yo, Gas just joined in. And Gas, we was talking about, because women outnumber men, should a woman be rational enough, right? And I'm not saying this nigga can go out and fuck on bitches.
That is what you're saying now.
Just your woman, your number one, she can sanction this and say, okay, all right, this is what it is. Okay. We're going to, hold on, let me finish. We're going to go pick us out a partner, right? Yes. It may not even be homosexual related. I'm not saying, I want you to eat this bitch pussy, do nasty shit. No. But if we're going to be in this thing involved, I will allow you to choose the woman that would be in this relationship with us. That's so much. And then his women. Well, can we pick another nigga? Then, bitch, if you need another nigga, then you don't need.
If you need another bitch, you don't need to be in a relationship. All right. No, I'm good. I ain't got nothing else to say for the rest of the episode. Y'all got it.
Answer the question.
Damn.
C Murder. Hey, Diddy, why you do that to C Murder, man?
I'm just saying.
Why you do that to C Murder, man?
What she got why
you do that to
she out of here. She out of here, man. What the
fuck? Yo, what did you say, brother?
I'm just saying, I'm asking the truth. Like, why the fuck we sitting here playing all this game? Most niggas we know cheat. Most niggas we know flirt. Most niggas we know if they women said okay, they will be happy with this. Like, what? Like, let's help each other out here.
Right.
How many broken families we have? People got their girlfriends and they got their cousins, and they sit here and they be like, damn, you can't find a good dude. I got a good dude. We ain't got to fuck with each other, but shit, come into our family before we can have a community. Don't that make sense? Do they want to really do they really want to see their friend happy?
No. And this is the most fucked up thing I see is like, what makes you valuable enough to have a whole person to yourself? Who the fuck guaranteed you to have a whole you get a whole person to your fucking self? That is the most selfish shit I ever heard in my life. You get a whole person to yourself.
Don't know how you're going to be in menopause. Don't know how you're going to be.
Aaron, what's going on, man?
That's good.
What's
Don't
good?
know how you're gonna actually have a baby. Don't know when you go through mood swings. You don't want to be bothered. You might get a nigga that won't fuck all the time.
Right.
You gonna stop him?
But see, here's the thing, and I'll be back on the ladies' side. When do the floodgates stop? Do we keep this bitch all year? Is there a time limit on this side bitch? Is she like we keep her for 6 months, then we refresh? Like, how do we do this? Look, this is our sister Carol.
No, I ain't nobody to them. I'm just on here because I'm here so I don't get fired. I don't know shit. No, because now you turning this into a fucking whole ratchet show. That wasn't what this was supposed to be. So I'm just in the background.
Hold on. No, it's not ratchet. We actually
I ain't got nothing to say.
Listen, we actually trying to come to some resolution. If
ain't no resolution you trying to come to, y'all go fuck on whoever y'all want. And y'all let these dumb bitches get in relationship with y'all while y'all go whoring out in the street. Y'all good. Y'all got it.
You trying to keep it all in the house. All together. But it might be separate.
Y'all niggas ain't got enough dick nor money for none of that shit.
Oh, shit.
Come back to the money.
Y'all ain't got enough dick nor money for that shit.
Always come back to the money.
Fuck Listen, we can get to emotional intelligence, maturity, fucking
always come back to the finance.
Y'all ego. That's y'all so ego driven. Y'all just gotta fuck out of here. That ain't no community building. Fuck out of here. Because community ain't got shit getting y'all dick wet. And that's why I hate having these conversations about polyamorous and all this other shit, because all y'all degrade that shit down to
Brandon, move to the camera.
And there's so many levels to that shit. Like, I'm tired of talking about that shit. If y'all want to go slow yourselves out to 3-4 women at a time, do that shit single. But stop getting in committed relationships and having these women degrade themselves just so you can fuck on another piece of pussy. Because y'all ain't even doing what the fuck y'all supposed to do in the first relationship, and then you want to add other motherfuckers and all of these complex labels to that shit. I'm good.
Talk to me, Aaron. What do you think? Let's flip the tables. Of if your wife or your woman said, you know what? I want us to have another man in this relationship. I got the money. Yeah, she got the bread, nigga. She the breadwinner, nigga. She the boss, really. And she said, you know what, babe, I love you. We got this great thing going on, but there's something inside of me. Sometimes I be wanting to go out and fuck on another nigga. How about, you pick the nigga that you think is quality enough to be in your realm, and y'all ain't got to do nothing. Y'all ain't even got to be friends, but you just know of him and he know of you. But this is what I need, and I want to keep our relationship going.
All right, hold on.
I said Aaron.
I ain't finna answer the question. I'm gonna give Aaron a proper introduction. This is my homeboy, my main man, like one of my brothers. Is Aaron from St. Pete. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so let's get into the question, Aaron. Let's get into it.
So is this something that happens all the time?
No, she just feeling this way. The same way a nigga would ask his girl the same fucking question.
Okay. How much money do my girl got? Like what we talk about? Like, she got M's?
Yeah, she a doctor.
Okay, she a doctor. So she made like 100 or something.
Nah, she making about 3.
Okay. See, I'm a little different breed a little bit. So if she came to me and she was like, man, I'm kind of feeling like whoop, 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 whoop. First of all, we'll have a conversation like, where's this coming from? Like, how long you been holding this? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's this coming from? I ain't never seen this side, you know what I mean? But once we talk about that, if this ain't something that's gonna go down all the time, you know what I'm saying? Because I look at it like this, it's a two-way street. What if I want to play like that? And if
no, we ain't going with that. We just,
I know, but what I'm trying to say is, it's almost just like what the dude is, Adam 22, where he is married to the porn star.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but his wife be letting him hang out. But just recently, I don't know if y'all know the story.
Yeah, she got nutted in by Jason Love.
Okay, so he kind of feel like, man, my girl be letting me hang out, so I gotta let her hang out every once in a while. So if that's the situation, like if she's saying that, I want to blah blah blah, but it go both ways, you know what I'm saying? So
how about this one way, nigga?
Oh, and she ain't trying to let me hang out?
Yeah.
Oh no, that ain't going down.
That's what Carol's saying. Carol is saying that for us, we talk this goofy shit, but where's the level of reciprocity?
But every time we talk about the poly thing, the first thing women say is, it's no, but you ain't got enough money. So if we have enough money, then it's a yes?
So, yeah, cheating is a rich nigga sport. Having a side bitch is a rich nigga sport.
So we have enough money. So it's a
y'all
yes,
niggas
right?
decided that y'all was supposed to be the providers and the protectors. That's why money always comes up. Because you niggas decided that y'all was going to be the heads of household. Now, when I speak on it, I always say y'all ain't got enough emotional security. Y'all don't know how to de-escalate no type of situations between two jealous women fighting over y'all. Y'all can't even stop y'all baby mamas from disrespecting your fucking girlfriends. Now you talking about you want two women that you sticking your dick in to be cool with you going back and forth. Like y'all don't, y'all ain't got the bandwidth for it. Okay, that's why
the first thing that come out,
because y'all don't have the bandwidth for it.
Is money. It ain't about all that other stuff you just said. It's money.
No, it is about all the other stuff. They just move all that shit out the way and make it about money because it's easier to talk about money than to say you don't have the emotional security to make both of these women feel secure while you bouncing back and forth.
So
right, she gonna have to lean on a bag. She gonna have to lean on a bag just to get over the idea that you over there eating somebody else's pussy. She gonna have to lean on a bag, like me. I'm gonna have to lean on a bag, knowing some nigga piping my bitch out. I'm gonna have to lean on a Ferrari or something, like
crying a Bentley instead of the crying a Maybach instead of a Honda, huh?
All right, so look, we got through that topic. Let's pull up this one, man. I like this shit right here, man. Facts versus insecurities. So many times in relationships, when you're having a conversation with your partner or your spouse, they don't bring up the facts about shit that really happened. They bring up insecurities. They bring up shit that's in their mind. They bring up, they make up shit to prove a point. Talk to me, guys. Facts versus insecurities.
I don't this subject, I'ma just be all the way real, right? See what a lot of men don't understand. A lot of these men who in like these poly relationships, some of them.
No, I ain't talking about poly. I'm just talking about in general. You could be in a fucking singular monogamous relationship. I'm talking about facts versus insecurity.
Well, what you mean? Like, give me an example.
Yeah, what's the fact and what's the insecurity? Like,
yeah,
what you talking about?
A fact may be, the sky is blue.
Okay.
And insecurity is, well, the last time I looked up there, and people been telling me, and when I checked it myself, I don't know if it's blue for real.
Okay.
Because I done went through things, and I don't know if it's blue.
No, I think insecurity is when you ask them a question and they try to, we ask the same question, revert the question back to you. That's an insecurity too.
Nah, that's gaslighting.
Yeah. So it's
all right. So basically, what y'all saying is, I'm just trying to make sure I got the grasp of it. So basically, what y'all saying is, let's say your chick, right? She go through your phone, bam. She see a text message and she like, oh, so what does this mean? And she give her own definition to the text message. Based
off of maybe previous trauma, based off of other things. But the facts is you might not even respond back to this woman. You might not even say anything.
Okay,
but
so boom, in therapy, I ain't gonna lie, I've been to marriage counseling, we've been to therapy. The therapist said you should only go by facts. So it's not like, hey, damn, bitch, you was in the bathroom for a long time. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you was doing in there? Did a nigga climb through the window and get in the shower with you? So that right there, you can't do that. Like, we only could live in reality, because what I'm thinking and what I put my perception on, I can't put that on you, because a lot of time people say like, oh, You was fucking somebody on your lunch break. Maybe people like to eat on their lunch break. You know what I'm saying? Maybe people like to actually take a break. So when you saying that, you know what I'm saying, it's really no facts behind it. So it's basically like you just made up something.
Made up shit.
You just went and did a comic book about my lunch break. Because
talk to me, Carol. Real quick, not to cut you off, guys.
Nah. It's all
facts versus made up shit, Carol.
Insecurities only become a problem when they weren't created within a relationship. If you created a situation within your relationship that caused the other person, if you created a situation in your relationship that caused the other person to be insecure about their status in the relationship, then that's something that you have to deal with. Now, if it's previous past shit from somebody else, then you got to stick to the facts. But if you did some shit that make that person feel a type of fucking way, you gonna have to do some bending over backwards to fix that shit, because it's a problem that you created with your actions. Actions have consequences.
Okay.
And that's all I can say about that.
All right, so let me ask you this, right? Let's say you in a relationship. The guy cheated. You know, he just flat out cheated. Whatever cheating may consist of to you, let's just say he just did it. He flat out cheated, but now he's saying he don't cheat no more, or he doesn't cheat, or he hasn't cheated. You know what I'm saying? To me, this is the example I use. If I was a crackhead and now I'm clean, I don't want you telling me every 5 minutes, boy, I remember you used to smoke crack. Nah, I don't smoke crack no more. I'm done with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. I'm clean.
You do have a point.
You finished, though. You got finished.
At the same time, you do have a point. If you accept that person back after infidelity, you do have to learn to let that shit go. But at the same time, like they teach you in Narcotics Anonymous, there's a 12-step program, and one step of the program is you have to admit that your actions actually hurt that person. You can't say, oh, I did it, but I ain't doing it no more, and you should just believe me. If your apology is not followed by no actions, you can't ask that person. You can't slap them and say, oh, you can't hurt.
Yeah, correct. But I think that like if I done smoked crack before, just using gas term, and now I don't smoke crack no more, but the crack used to bother you, but I no longer smoke crack no more, and you like, but you still triggered by the actions that I used to do when I smoked crack. I understand that healing gonna take some process, but now that other person got to make a decision. Like, do I still want to be with this person even though they did smoke crack in their past or cheated, blah, blah, blah. But it all comes to like trust. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't really trust that person, you don't need to really be with them, because now both people is not giving each other 100%. Like this girl is not giving me 100% because back in her mind, she thinking, oh, crackhead, you know what I'm saying? You're going to take my $20. But it's like, I've been on crack, you know what I'm saying? But if you keep bringing that up, on me, it's kind of like, how can you love me 100% when that's still in the back of your mind? So now that person either got to make a decision like, I'm going to love him and I'm going to let that crack shit go. Or, you know what, that crack shit hurt me so bad that I can't continue this. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to go on to another relationship.
But at the same time, you can't put a timeline on when that person decides.
Correct. Correct. You can't do that. But we need to hurry up and get to that point.
No, you don't. No,
because
you
it's
need
not.
to hurry up. You need
How?
to hurry
I'm
up
off
so
crack.
that it can. No,
I'm
you
off
need
crack.
to hurry up so you can absorb.
I'm clean. I'm clean.
Yeah, I'm clean.
You need to hurry up so that way it resolves you of your guilt. You can't rush that person. You just want to hurry up and get to the finish line so that way you don't still feel bad. But you can't rush that other person. But at the same time, you are absolutely right. They can't keep bringing it up. But if you are still in the people, places, and things that cause you to abuse crack, you can't ask that person to forgive you as easily as you want to. It takes changed behavior, and that it has to be an extreme change. So it has to be on both sides. if you still with the people, places, and things that cause you to use crack, you can't get mad at that person for still bringing up, hey, I think you still smoking crack. Why? Because you with the same people, places, and things that you was at when you was smoking crack.
Well, let me build on to that. Hold on, Aaron, 1 second. Dr. Accountability, check it out. Do people ever really get past you fucking up?
Listen, what Aaron was just saying.
I need you to come back in the camera.
If you can't, hold on.
You gotta mute, Aaron. You eating this shit.
Oh, my bad.
If you can't get over it, and if you know if somebody don't give you enough time to,
how much is enough fucking time? That's what Aaron was saying. How long do I have to go through this? What the fuck? Like, I gotta live with this for 5-10 years.
That depends on you and your behavior.
Hold on, Brandon. Let Brandon finish landing, and then it's on you. See,
it's tough if you married or y'all live together, y'all got kids. So it's tough to say, hey, just pick up and just go, or need that separation. You know what I mean? Especially if y'all married. You try to do what you can to work it out. But if you can't get over it, and if it's taking months to years, then you have to make that decision. You can't keep on bringing back or hovering over the same thing that you just can't get over it. People been in relationships for 20 years, married for 20 years. They still bring up that year that he cheated or that year she cheated, and they should just then let this separate and let it go, let the relationship go, because you can't get over that hurt.
Once you get
the easiest thing trust is the easiest thing to break.
Talk to me, C, and I'm coming to you next. Hey.
I said it before and I said it again. If you are not showing any change,
but what if he is showing the change behavior? Like, he don't hang with the crackheads no more. This nigga stand up dude. He don't run the streets. He no fiend. And like, is there like, how long am I gonna? I'm gonna have to.
It depends on the person. It depends on the person.
Because somebody could cheat, and the person give his life to God and all that, and the person like, I still hurt. I still can't get over it. How long
But that's when you need to seek the help of a trained professional.
Talk to me, Aaron. What was your point, Aaron?
They just can't let it go. They just
hold on.
I think that like that hurt still gonna be there, that trauma still gonna be there, and certain things still gonna be a red flag. Like, for instance, the crackhead can be like, all right, I'm gonna run to the store right quick. But it's almost like that's the same lie you told me when you actually smoke crack. So the girl may, you know what I'm saying, it may bring up a trigger, and that trigger may be hard. But here's the thing. You're gonna have to, if you can't fully, like, man, people really don't talk. Like, okay, for instance, babe, when you were smoking a crack, you had, I took my rent money and we was flat, right? Like, that really hurted me. It scarred me. It actually scarred me. Like, the girl crying, and she like, please don't never do this to me no more. Now, it goes back to the dude now too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, that's over with. But I understand if I go to the store, I do understand a trigger may pop up and be like, is he at the store or is he at that trap house? But now you got to make a decision and be like, you know what? One thing about love, you know what I'm saying? You gonna get hurt. There is no safe road. Like, you gonna cry. You gonna get hurt. So at the end of the day, that person got to control and tell themselves, you know what? I know he did that last time, but I'm gonna trust him. But it may hurt because he may do it a second time. But you can't prejudge. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta let it happen. If you get hurt, you get hurt. Now, if it hurts so bad, why you still with the person? Why you keep reliving that? Like, you can simply like move on. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it takes two. Like, that person is like, man, that girl just told you, man, that how she feel about that. Why you still keep doing that dumbass shit? You know what I'm saying? And then it go to the girl like, you already know he ain't no good. Why not just leave him? You know what I'm saying? But it takes that. It takes, man, you can't be with somebody and keep just be bringing up their past like that, because you can't.
And she said it best. It's gaslighting. It's gaslighting.
Yeah, because now both of y'all not loving each other, and both of y'all deserve love. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost better to get with a new person
and don't make that mistake again.
Exactly, but now y'all, that new person gonna love you 100% because they don't know, you know what I'm saying, back. But if you with this person and y'all got that history, sometimes once that trust broken, sometimes when you break trust, it's like breaking the mirror and trying to glue it back together.
Damn.
You can glue it back together.
God,
Yeah, like
that's
like
not a
you
bomb.
can-
Okay.
Like you can glue the mirror back together, but you can definitely see that, man, that shit fucked up.
God
So
damn, that was a bar.
That's
That
how
was a bar tonight. So
Yeah,
trust is like a mirror.
Yeah,
You
it's like correct. So that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you keep looking at it. Just like a mirror, like you keep looking at those scars, and now those scars is triggering when you got broke. You see what I'm saying? But with a new relationship, it's like a new slate. So both people got to make that decision and be like, I know I hurt at you. You know what I'm saying? If you can't deal with that, I understand. I'm gonna take that because you deserve love. Even though I did wrong, I still deserve love too.
I think
if you can't give me that, well then
I'll let you land. Go ahead.
Man, y'all be wanting that shit a week after y'all fuck up. Like it don't work that way.
I think we're gonna end it on that note because that was so hard. That was so hard.
Fuck you. How about that? And that's why I'm about to go sit back in the corner.
No,
that was so hard.
No, what I'm saying by that is that's what women or people do. They want you to heal on their time.
Yeah.
But there has to be a time limit. You can't hold me to be a cheater and I'm doing everything right for 20 years.
Yeah, you can't.
But human beings will do that. Because I know it. I know me personally. If you ever cheat on me, I don't know if I could ever forgive you.
Well, you know the rule with them, we always tell men never go back to the woman that cheated on you.
That's cap.
Yeah. It all depends on
who she fucked.
No. That too, but
that too.
This what I tell people too. Because then what I tell people, man, I can't really tell you what to do because I'm the one that's not in love with that person. It's easy for me to tell you what to do because my emotions is not attached to that person that you're attached to. So what I tell people is, bro or sis, just do what your heart telling you to do. If you want to go back to that person, bump everybody talking about, oh, you're a clown, you went back, blah, blah, blah. Life's too short not to be happy. If that person actually make you happy, but they slip, okay, bump what everybody else gonna say.
Back to what you said. Will you really be happy?
Since we got 4 minutes here, describe our love language.
Acts of service.
No, I'm just saying. No. What do we look for in love? It's because we don't. Emotional thing is like the last thing. So we want respect. We want respect.
How about
right?
you move over half face?
We want respect, right?
Right.
Correct.
Respect, peace, right?
Peace.
Those are not love languages.
That's our love language.
Those don't fall under the terms of love language, Carolyn.
Yeah, he like technical with it. Yeah.
I know Carolyn knows that.
We're not talking about like the terms. I'm talking about men. What do we consider our meaning?
They're talking about in general. Yeah.
What do we need? What do we need to be like we love? What we need? Respect, right? Respect is number one, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
correct.
so here are 5 love languages, and all those things you talking about might fall into these one category: acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch.
I'm understand what you're saying. I get that. I know what.
So
love
peace
is.
of mind might fall under acts of service.
What determines love for men?
Hold on, just hear me out. Because what you're saying may fall into one of those categories. Peace of mind and respect are acts of service. Because to get that peace of mind, sometimes they may have to put everything away from them or you to give you that peace of mind. And that might be their frivolous conversations. It might mean interactions with their girlfriends, whatever the case may be, talking loud, getting the kids to go to sleep, peace of mind. That's an act of service. Respect is an act of service. Go ahead. What would you say is yours, guys?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I hear people talking about the love languages all the time. I never got into it. I never even, You know what I'm saying? I heard it. Of course, I read it. I think me and AB might have had the book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We was on our reading shit. But maybe you could break this down for me because I ain't really even.
I just told you what they was, nigga. Was you listening?
I don't want the book term.
Or
I want to define.
yeah, basically what.
Hold on, but they usually fall into these categories.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, they usually-
I don't want to fall the term.
But they will. They will.
But I want us to say, what do it means when we are in love? What do we need? What are
All right, then rephrase the conversation. But it will fall under that. Peace of mind, respect.
Both of y'all right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, men.
All right. So for me, go ahead.
Everybody wants damn near the same thing. But go ahead, guys. I'm sorry.
For me, you know what I'm saying? And I know women probably put, cheating at the top. A man who don't cheat on me, because a woman could be happy with a faithful man sleeping under the bridge on the quilt.
Right.
But
as long as he ain't cheating.
Yeah,
be broke as a motherfucker.
Yeah, they'll be happy going to the 7-Eleven, getting the cups, and you got any change. But for a man, trust,
and that's a lie. They lie when they say that though.
And so it's trust. You know what I'm saying? A man want to know he could go to sleep and the place where he put his money gonna be safe. He want to know he could share an account with you and that shit is gonna be fucking safe. I want to know that when my homeboy invites us out to dinner with his side chick, girlfriend, or wife, that you're gonna sit down, cross your fucking legs, and use this fork to eat this salad and be pretty. I'm gonna get your hair done for that, and you're gonna sit down and act a fucking quarterly. I think that's what men want most. So it kind of be funny that when men say, "Oh man, I can't take a woman back if she cheated." I mean, really, we can, because that shit wasn't at the top of the list anyway. Did you tell the nigga anything about me? Okay, then. Well, shut the fuck up and let's move on. Are you done? Are you happy? Did you satisfy yourself? Because if not, you need to go sit in the corner away from me and figure this shit out. But men, the shit that's at the top of our list, especially at this age, because we done had hoes sit on the dick every kind of which way at this point. So, on the decline, we want somebody who fucking look good in the dress, could walk in some heels, and possibly sit down and shut the fuck up when it's time to.
Oh,
and don't shit and don't give the pussy away. Let's just keep it a buck. We don't want nobody just giving their stuff away.
Absolutely, I'm saying, right, but you know what that comes to. But you know what? Yeah, absolutely.
But hold on. We can't monopolize the conversation. See, Murder. I see you there, Murder. Come in, Murder.
I said what the fuck I said 20 minutes ago. You got this shit. Y'all got it. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Bye.
All right, well, stay in the corner and fuck up.
Damn, she mad tonight. What y'all do to her tonight, man?
Speak the truth. Speak the truth.
Damn.
You nigga, you don't speak no fucking truth because you don't talk to everybody.
I went to
and Harvard. That's the fucking problem. Every time I say something that don't go along with y'all fucking bullshit, I don't hold women accountable and all this other shit. So fuck y'all. I'm not saying shit. I'm just saying I don't get fucking fine.
We love you too.
It's not y'all. I ain't did nothing. Okay.
I'm talking to those niggas over there in the corner. They know exactly who I'm talking to. I'm not talking to y'all down there. So please don't get, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm not taking my anger out on y'all too, because y'all just got here and y'all don't know me and I don't know y'all to take nothing out on you. I'm talking about these two niggas right here that know me.
Why we gotta be
Why we gotta be niggas?
I said what the fuck I said. I ain't got shit to say because I don't hold black women accountable and I don't go for y'all bullshit. So maybe y'all can find old girl that was in the club smoking hookah and she could get up here with her pick me Isha shit and y'all can finish this fucking podcast.
Bring her on.
Yo, no. Yo, you gotta love the sister. You gotta love the sisters, yo. You gotta love the sisters.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. You get this every episode on Venus versus Mars. We got anything else, Brooke? Or we good for the night?
Well, we got one more. We got one more subject, and now that y'all done got Carol mad, hope she don't got no weapons at her house because she coming to kill y'all niggas.
She got to take a flight.
Oh yeah, all y'all niggas is Atlanta and
Nigga, don't act like I won't.
Okay. God.
I got family in Atlanta.
All right, so the last subject is when doing too much in a relationship goes wrong. And what I mean by that is overextending yourself till it hurts you, or it becomes something you can't physically or financially do anymore. Should you even start doing it in the beginning, or not even do it? Period.
I mean, if you smart, you got to check the temperature. I mean, don't jump in the water if you don't look down at the sign and see it, like how deep the water is and shit. With everything, you just got to check the temperature, because I know niggas who buy gifts, and then as soon as an argument come, look at all this shit I bought for you. And what the woman say? Nigga, I ain't asked you to buy that. You bought me this motherfucking Benz.
And what you say,
it's
Carol?
the other way around too.
What?
And women are notorious for giving more than what they get in a relationship. Notorious for it. You know what I'm saying? That's why the focus now is being with niggas with money, because women have more than likely been a breadwinner in more than one relationship, bending over backwards, doing all of this. That's why they don't want to go 50-50, because they don't want to work and clean and do all of this and for a nigga, and then just for him to turn around and fuck somebody else. But my whole thing is if there's no reciprocity.
Hold on, Brandon was about to die. Brandon's about to die, Carol. Brandon was about to die.
Ask me if I give a fuck.
Brandon, what is so funny?
Are you sick? So, because
facing the camera, brother, you have face.
Hurt people, right? So, because
the camera, man.
Y'all was the breadwinner. Y'all was the breadwinner at one point in time in some relationship. So now y'all want to deal with niggas with money. Y'all want niggas to play 70-30. It go back to what I was saying earlier. Nigga got bread, so now you're gonna set. He got other chicks, right?
No, ain't nobody say none of that shit. See, and that's your fucking problem right there. Don't put words in my mouth. I can articulate myself very well. My vernacular is spectacular,
so
and I'll say what the fuck I said. Now, let me finish.
What are you gonna do?
Let me finish. So what I was saying is that if there's no reciprocity in the situation, nobody should be extending themselves to the point where they hurt themselves. Reciprocity, yes. Now, there's ups and downs in every relationship. It's going to be times where you have to give more than what your partner is giving. That's why in a marriage, it's called being your husband or your wife's cover. You are covering them when they are not able to do it themselves. That's why a lot of the times relationships fail, because they don't get that understanding. You have to be your mate's cover. You have to be on one accord together. So there may be times where you're giving more than what you're getting. And then that's when, if you're not focused on the union and growing, that people become resentful. And that's when they be like, oh, well, I did this and I did that and I did this and I did that. So the only time it becomes too much is when it's not reciprocated or when it's not appreciated and respected. Other than that, you should always want to show up for your mate, however that looks. So it's never too much unless it's not reciprocated, not appreciated, and not respected. And that's all I got to say. Oh, now ain't nobody got nothing to say?
Because it sounds so fucking foolish that I'm saying.
How do I sound
They gotta
foolish?
listen to this shit. And it's like, are you serious? Like, it always come back to finance. If the man got the money,
that's all you focused on, nigga. I didn't say this is my fucking problem with you. This is my fucking problem with you.
Brandon.
Because I tell you every fucking episode, it's more than money. The only reason why people focus on money is because they don't want to put the emotional intelligence in to actually establish what the real fucking issue is. Money is always the fallback when niggas don't want to grow the fuck up, and that's on both sides, men and women. Money is always the fallback. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about emotional investment, my nigga.
You know what?
Emotional investment.
What I have learned is from, let's put your hand up. You're absolutely right.
But as far as emotional investment, I mean, most of the times in a relationship, women are a little bit more emotionally invested in a relationship than men. So with that being said, that does not necessarily mean they're going to be more financially or even action-wise in a relationship. And I put that to say is that should there be balance? Because like Gaz said, if I'm doing, and if this thing ever breaks up, I'm going to look at it and say, I did all this for you, and you did nothing for me. But should there be a balance?
You don't know what type of man you're going to get that's sitting there that's up. So you meet a man that's up and he got all the bread in the world and he up at this time. You don't know who his real character is and his integrity is because he's up. So he come into a relationship and he's supplying, he's providing, and then all that is taken away one day. And he just shut down. You be like, where this come from? I don't know how to handle this type of man. And now, because you already set that standard of he was always providing, he was always taking care of me. It was a 70-30 situation. He paid all my bills, and now he can't do that anymore, whether it's health reasons or he just lost everything in the stock market or everything in his investments. Then that's a test of relationship, right?
To answer your question, Brooke, yes, there should always be balance. Because I don't know what the fuck this nigga talking about. There should always be balance and there should always be reciprocity. However, those two decide what it is. There are some men that aren't very emotionally available, but they show their love through how they take care of people. There are some men that may not have money, but they're emotionally available. So they show their love in their acts of service and quality time and affirmations. Whatever the balance is for
love
them,
language.
it has to be balanced. It
You
has
can't
to
even
be
get to that right now. The
reciprocity.
nigga ain't got the money.
Listen, I'll let you spew your bullshit. Let me talk. There has to be balance. There has to be reciprocity. There has to be appreciation, and there has to be respect. If those four things are not there, then yes, you are doing way too fucking much. But if the balance is there, the reciprocity is there, the respect and the admiration is there, there is never too much that you are doing for the person that you say you love and you want to be with.
You better have money first.
You can,
and that's a word.
He better have money first, because
in the words of Stephen
Morris, if he broke, he can't get none of that.
Send her your love, but damn, a dozen roses do cost a little bit of money. No, it could be like Carol said, it's affirmations. It could be some shit you say in the morning to her. That's, you know what I'm saying, part of those things. You know,
then what she would tell her friends is, Dan, his word game is so it hits my heart, but he's broke as a motherfucker.
Yeah, it got to be a balance, because the dude can be so sweet, but of course she like nice things too. So it's like it gotta be a balance though. It gotta be a balance. That's why I sort of agree with what she said. Like, it gotta be that balance. And like what I like to say is, if you're in a relationship, you're supposed to be making twice as much withdrawals as you're doing deposits. And I ain't talking about money. So basically what I'm saying is, if you see me, this is how I look at it. If you're in a relationship and y'all locked in, every day I wake up, I'm trying to figure out how can I make your life a little bit more better, right? And I feel like you should be doing the same thing too. Every day you wake up, you should be trying to figure out how can I make this nigga life a little bit better. If both of y'all are doing that, well, then there's no problem. Just like what she said, it won't go in the vein. But you have to be a great judge to know that, damn, I'm kind of pouring it, I'm kind of depositing in her life, man. And she ain't making no deposits. You know what I'm saying? Like, all she doing is hand out. All she doing is a withdrawing. So it's kind of like, now you got to peep that. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to peep that. Damn, all this bitch doing is pulling up and withdrawing. She ain't making no deposit. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't got to be money. Like, it could be, you know what I mean? Like, you can have a t-shirt shop in your bitch. You know what I'm saying? She telling the bitch, hey, click the link in the bio. You know what I'm saying? Like, she bringing, both parties are supposed to be bringing value to each other. You know what I'm saying? So with that going on, if you see like your partner always just got their hand out, they ain't bringing no resources, no value, no nothing to you, it's kind of like, babe, when we going out again? Or when the next, babe, I like this, babe, I like, babe, can you do this for me? Now you knowing that, oh man, like, now I got to ease up. Like, she ain't making no deposits. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to be able to look at that person and be like, man, everything I got was from her. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that's why when certain men get with the real woman, they gonna like get a flowers to her and be like, man, this is because of her, the reason why I'm at. Like, I done heard like Steve say that. Like, certain people be like, man, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. But that's when a real woman is bringing value to that man, and vice versa. A real woman gonna say, man, if it wasn't for him, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, well, I'm at. So both parties got to be, I think that's how two become one. Two become one is, I'm going to deny myself and put you first. And you're going to deny yourself and put me first. That's how two become one. And that's like a real, you know what I'm saying, power couple.
Super facts.
Check this out. Check this out, man. Tonight's episode has been amazing, yo. I want to thank our surprise guest, Gas, y'all know him from the game show, and his homeboy, Aaron from St. Petersburg. Y'all can check him out. What's your handle, sir?
It's Aaron Crazy on IG.
All right.
Crazy with a K, yeah.
And before we go, I just want everybody to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's
and comment.
Drop some comments. Say, you know what, you black bastard, where you at?
Hey, I want to say,
you know what? I couldn't see Brandon's head half the time. Let us know so he can figure out how to get his damn camera right. You know what I'm saying?
You can see me. I can see.
It's been a nice, amazing, great episode. I like to use those words. We'll be right back next week. Y'all already know. All the guests, just stay put for a second.